sermon on second coming of Jesus Christ. Last month we started our series of second coming of Jesus Christ. I feel that this is very important. Israel is very important in the context of second coming of Jesus Christ. How it's going to be important, we will be seeing through our slides. Jesus created the earth. In the earth there is a country like Israel. Even before coming to this world as a small baby, he came down during the time of Abraham in the place of Mamre and talked to Abraham, then sent his angels to Sodom and Gomorrah, and then he destroyed. So he came down literally in Israel. Then he was born in Israel. He started his work in Israel. He died in Israel. He resurrected in Israel. He went back, and then he is going to come back and establish his kingdom on the planet Earth in Israel. So Israel is very important in all contexts. In the form of second coming of Christ, it's all the more important. When we say Israel, I'm bringing an illustration of the two rivers. Very important. Very important. Last time also we saw that. In the Eden Garden, in the book of 2nd chapter, the river goes and comes, and then it goes like 4 tributaries. We are talking about Euphrates and Tigris. These are the very important rivers God created, and then you see the Israel, this area, right? Israel is surrounded by Jordan, Syria, Turkey, very important nations. They are all going to play a vital role in the second coming of Christ. Even before finishing the whole earth, I believe that the 6th plague is going to be the Third World War. The 6th plague will take place in Armageddon, Jehoshaphat Valley, in Israel. The fight will be in that place. It's not going to be in America, it's not going to be in Russia, it's not going to be in Iran, it's not going to be in China. Everything will be cornered around Israel. All the nations will go there and they'll fight the battle. When the fight is fierce, when 1/3 of the whole population of the world die, Jesus will not allow the human being to finish the world. God will finish the world by himself. The 7th plague, 60 pounds weight, ice will come and then finish the whole world. So Israel is very important. In terms of the location, we see this one. In the Bible, it talks about fig tree. Fig tree is very important. How many of you have seen fig tree really? How many of you see? Very good. When I was in Italy, it was 5 feet, 6 feet tall. I was going around and picking all of them, and that's a nice tree, right? You see the beautiful picture of the fig tree. Bible tells Israel and the parable of the fig tree. In Luke 21:29, look at the fig tree and all the trees. Fig tree, in a very special way, it signifies Israel, right? Learn this parable from the fig tree. So in Matthew 24, 32, 33, when you have time, go through it, you will understand the fig tree is nothing but Israel. In Israel's prophecy, when the Israel's prophecy is fulfilled in Jeremiah 29:14, when you see that in Jeremiah's time he said, can you imagine that? When did it fulfill? Jeremiah's time he said, I will gather you from all the nations. Right? So they formed the nation Israel again. They were all scattered. They were all living in all different countries. So they brought them back. Now, exactly after 70 years, on May 15, 2018, during the period of current President of America, Mr. Trump, Jerusalem became the capital of Israel. All the previous presidents were promising that that's going to be the capital, but none of them had the guts. According to the God's timetable, it has to be fulfilled exactly at the 70th year. God is a great mathematician. Amen. He will not simply allow everything to happen as we like. Everything has calculation. So exactly after the completion of 70 years, the great mathematician God brought Jerusalem as the capital of Israel. Before that, Tel Aviv. They did not bother. America did not bother about other countries. Whatever happens there, they did not bother. When God clicks in the minds of His own people, that will be established. That's a great thing. That's not an ordinary thing. It's a very great thing. So, do we know Jesus fully well? If you see that, I will bring them back to this land. He has brought them back to their land. Like these good figs, they will slowly blossom. Now you see Israel. If you talk about Israel, you can keep on talking for one full day. That kind of miraculous things are happening there. Small country, very few people, but God has chosen them. Why? God has discrimination. God has chosen them. The beginning, He showed them, He brought them. The whole Bible is the history of the Jewish people, right? I will give them a heart to know me. Of course, they were going astray. Then God used to punish them. Then God used to bring them back. All kinds of things are happening. In our own families, in our own personal life, we go back from God's version and we go astray. God will bring them trouble. Then when you get into trouble, then you kneel down and pray and cry, and then God will show you in which way you have gone astray. Then God will bring you back. So God wants you to come back to His fold all the time. So this is happening all the time in the world. History, if you see that, what's happening in history? So once God touches in His way, Satan touches in his way. Satan always blocks something. In our own personal life, he will block this way and that way. He doesn't want you to flourish. He wants to give you problem. He started giving problem. In BC 691, if you click in Google, you will see a Dome of the Rock, the yellow, golden color on top. That is the Caliph's work. That is the Muslims' work. So in the place of Israel, Satan has come into it and put his finger on it. His footprint is right there. If you touch it, you will face World War III. So nobody has the guts thus far. Time has to come. It cannot be accomplished as we like. Time has to come. So it is still there. Though the worship is not going on fully well in the Dome of the Rock, that is the Muslims' place. That's a worshipping place. It's not they are playing around, they are desecrating, nobody cares. But if you touch it, you are touching my heart. That's all, finished. We will not allow it. That's how it's going on. And then in BC 701, Al-Aqsa, that is another mosque. If you see in Google, it will be in black in color. Both these places are very, very important. Very, very important. If you know the historical significance, that's going to be tremendous. Now, you see, Solomon temple stayed for 400 years only, right? Second temple was renovated by her, and the second temple is called Herod's temple. Now, we will talk about the three temples in another sermon. I'm not going to touch that one, right? In AD 63 to 70, the Great Revolt, the war of the Jews against the Romans, happened. In AD 70, fall of Jerusalem, right? The destruction of the second temple by the General Titus from Rome, right? He completely destroyed. They all got scattered. Then, in May 14, 1948, the Israel nation came to power. During its long history, Jerusalem has been attacked 52 times, captured and recaptured 44 times, besieged 23 times, and destroyed twice. Such a powerful place. When God touches a place, that's going to be blessed. When God touches a place, then Satan also comes to touch our place. When God touches a family, Satan is also going to come and touch the family. If you are going to give place for that, he is going to destroy. In which way is going to come? Through your spouse, through your children, through your parents. Anyway, in any way it can come. But if you have a fort around that, the blood of Jesus Christ around that, your prayer for your life around that, if whatever you have, the wrong thing, if you leave it, come back to the fold of Jesus Christ, He is going to bless you abundantly. The blessing will not stop. So, wherever God touches, God puts His eyes on that. Then same place, Satan also will be doing that one. In Zechariah 12, a prophecy, the word of the Lord concerning Israel. The word of the Lord concerning Israel. The Lord who stretches out the heavens, who lays the foundation of the earth, and who forms a human spirit within a person declares. That's a kind of the Lord. Right? I'm going to make Jerusalem a cup that sends all the surrounding peoples reeling. Is it happening? Happening. All the time it was happening. It has been happening. It's happening right now. It will be happening till the end of time. So that's going to happen. All the surrounding places, Jordan, Egypt, and all the other countries surrounded by Israel, all will be having trouble. They cannot have a nice look at Israel. They have a jealous look at Israel. They want to destroy them. Somehow or the other, they do not want Israel to be flourished. But that will not happen. Whatever God tells, that will happen. But Satan's instruction and his happiness in the other direction. I'm going to make Jerusalem a cup that sends